Good morning, guys. Toolman Tim here. Welcome back to the workshop where we build business, create community, find freedom, and share success. It's Tuesday morning, which means it's time for another Toolbox Tuesday review. And as always, I've got a good one for you. This week I'm going to tell you, don't be a square. Oh, Tim, your humor, it needs some work. But this week I've got my brand new to me Dewalt 7-inch square. All right, guys, real quick before we dive into this week's review, if you're new here, go by toolmantim.co and find out all there is to know about who I am. Join our community. Find my social links on Float, MeWe, Odyssey, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Follow us over there, interact with me, make content suggestions, anything. Always appreciate it, guys. And if you're here looking for a solution to a problem, product recommendations, go by toolmantim.shop. And you'll see over 100 Amazon links there to products that I've used in my handyman business, things that have made me money or saved me money, solutions to problems like spilled paint on vinyl siding or hanging heavy pictures without drilling holes, stuff that's worked for me. Anything you buy there in the next 24 hours, sound like an infomercial. Anyway, anything that you purchase through those links or anything else you purchase after clicking one of those links will go, a small percentage of that will support my channel, and I appreciate you guys immensely for that. Thank you so much. All right, so this week, again, for those of you who follow me on social media and different places, you will know that this year has been the year of the upgrade for me. I have been working on, one of the mantras of my teaching is using what you have and getting by and making do and making money with what you have on hand to start with. And that's exactly what I did when I started building my handyman business 4 years ago. It was literally, I don't want to say junk, but it was literally like the bottom of the barrel homeowner grade tools that I scraped together, that I put together in a toolbox so that I could go out and do handyman property maintenance and that sort of stuff. The important thing was that I started, and that's the same with you guys. And now, over the last year, I've been working at making my everyday carry toolbox meaner, leaner, and stronger. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, no. But basically, I've been replacing all of the small, cheap stuff that's been wearing out or wasn't top quality or things that made me frustrated. And one of those things, of course, and actually it was something I had to purchase. I didn't even have a square when I first started. I bought just a generic import, thin little, about a quarter as thin. I don't even have it now. I got rid of it as quick as I did when I replaced it with this guy. But it was just one of them silver ones with no markings, the type that as I get older and my eyes don't work as good as they should, I really couldn't read it. The end started getting just a little bit, had a little list to the side there because, well, it's thin, you throw it in your toolbox, you drop it, whatever. It just, could I still make a straight edge line with it when I wanted to cut boards? Yep. Could I do anything else with it whatsoever? Nope. So it was time. And you guys have heard me talk about my long, slow walks through Home Depot. Well, this was one of the products I picked up during that. One evening, my wife and I were out having a date night, and I was nice enough to talk her into going through Home Depot with me. And she's like, well, what are we looking for tonight, hun? And I said, well, a square. And she said, well, will that one do? And of course, it had the beautiful, beautiful black and yellow on it. And I thought, you know what? Let's give it a shot. Now, I'm no professional rafter. I'm really no professional carpenter, but I know how to cut a square board, and I can, fix things and repair things and build decks and small fences and things like that. And I've really grown to love my square. And I wanted something a little bit better. I wanted something, number one, with a more substantial lip right there, which this guy has. It's almost too substantial, but it works really well. It hangs on good. The other one would pop off occasionally. I know that sounds foolish, but anyway, let's dig into the bread and butter of this. It's a DWHT46031 aluminum 7-inch premium rafter square from Dewalt. Now, you guys know that I am a black and yellow die-hard Dewalt guy, as you can see, but I'm also the first to admit that Dewalt's hand tools, that sort of thing, are hit and miss. And sometimes lately they've been a little more miss than hit. But this guy's a home run for what it is. 5 out of 5 stars on Amazon with 1,300 ratings. And so like I said, 3 things I was looking for. I wanted something more substantial so it wouldn't bend. I wanted something with a thicker edge so it would hang onto the board better when I'm making my cuts. And the big thing was visibility. And as you can see, All of those laser engraved numbers are beautifully dipped in white paint or touched in white paint, and then they have a glossy finish over top of that. So hopefully, now, if you're a day-to-day, everyday user, the paint may not hold up as much. That was, again, I go through the Amazon reviews. They remind me of people who might have been extras in, the telemarketer shows. What's wrong with me today? And as you guys know, I go back through the Amazon review links just to see what other people had to say. And one of the big concerns where people are like, oh, I don't know if the numbers are going to stay on there. Well, I can tell you right now that the black and white contrast on this is going to be better than any of those non-painted silver, just generic ones that I always had. So if this paint lasts a year, great. If it lasts 5 years, great, whatever. But it's better than all of that. So like I said, when you go through those Amazon negative reviews, it honestly reminds me of people who worked in infomercials as extras and didn't know how to use a garden hose, because sometimes you just literally shake your head and think, what are you expecting? Like, you buy a $5 tool and then you review it like it should have been a $105 tool. But I digress. Like I said, Dewalt has been a little hit or miss with some of their products, but if you're looking for a very sturdy, very substantial carpenter square, this guy will absolutely fit the bill. Also, I'm sure a lot of you guys know a lot of the tips and tricks and hacks that come with these things. I'm not going to get into them today. There's a ton of videos out there of guys that have done way better jobs than I ever could. But beyond just being able to take measurements and make nice straight square cuts and lines with this guy, there's a ton of tips and tricks. So do yourself a favor, do a quick Google search and find some of those, because these can be an indispensable tool that you can use all the time. So if you're looking for a good quality square, I really like this guy. He wasn't overly expensive, available on Amazon, so take a minute, check it out. If you have a recommendation for a framer square that you like, or you'd like me to try some other ones, great too, or something just outside of the box, or tell me how much you hate it. I love hearing that too. As long as you give me legitimate reasons, I'll listen to you. And if it's, I hate it because I hate it, well, I'll just move on. But anyway. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button, stick around, become part of our incredible community here. And beyond that, if you got value from the video, you know what I always tell you. Take a minute, share it on your social platform of choice. That would help me out immensely. And I always appreciate you guys dropping by the workshop. I love talking to you. I love interacting with you. I love teaching you what I know. And most importantly is I love learning from you guys. I get some incredible comments from incredible community members who teach me stuff. You're like, hey, Tim, you were wrong here. And I'm okay with that because I like learning. It's awesome. So thanks, guys. Thanks for dropping by. And as always, stay happy, stay healthy, and have a great week.